Hello, hello, hello. This is a quick video on Donald Trump. He's got a new book out, and apparently the book is about, the book is based around, hello, my lovely YouTubers. Hello, my lovely subscribers. Hey, I'm going to change. I'm hiding from a little bit. Oh, let me do one more. This is going to be a quick video on Donald Trump. I don't know when I'm going to post it, but here's the deal. So Donald Trump gets has a book coming out next month, and it's going to be based on all these people that have wrote him letters, and he states that Diana, Princess of Wales, that Harry's mother and William's mother, wrote him a letter, and also the Queen. But he goes in to say that they all were kissing his ass. That's all I'm going to say about that. Is that with Trump, he doesn't wait for people to exalt him or say that he's this great president or he's this great guy, which I don't know who would, but he's this great guy or whatever. But he doesn't let people do that, and neither does Meghan. Meghan has her husband doing it. Everybody else on the docuseries were saying how great she would have been for the monarchy. No, she wouldn't have been great. I'm changing the subject. She wouldn't have been great, and this is why Meghan wouldn't have been great. Is because of all the chaos and everything that she's doing right now. Do you think that she would have just been a good little girl or done everything that she was told, like she lied and told us in her docuseries that, oh, I did everything right. I did the curtsy. I wore the dim clothes so I wouldn't stand out in front of Kate. You know, just making up stuff. But she wants us to believe that she was going to be this great leader, great influencer, great asset to the royal family. No, you wasn't going to be a great asset for the family. Because those that are in the royal family that are currently serving the monarchy, that's how you make a difference. Not the fakery stuff, not the wannabe, not that she coulda, woulda, may have been, should have been because of something else. No, Meghan was never going to be this humanitarian, giving person or a charity, a life of service, like Michelle Obama mentioned. Meghan was never going to give up her life for a life of service. She was going to make up a reason, like Lady C has said, or all these people, that she was already planning and plotting, like this gentleman said, on her future. Not Harry's future, her future. Harry was just brought in to help her create her story. Because Meghan wasn't a mega star before she met Harry. She became a star after. And so she had to get out of the UK so that she could be what she always wanted to be. A Hollywood A-lister celebrity. But even now she's not that. Because of the way she's trying to become one of those people. And she's trying to become a famous person by a way of husband and family. The very family that she attacks and degrades and be mean to. But what she wasn't banking on, that people would actually be listening to what she said about the royal family to see if it was true. Because it's her truth. And she thought after the tabloids was going to, she was going to come tell her truth because of the tabloids. No, you were going to come tell us our truth because you wanted to make money and use the royal family as a way of doing that. I can't help but to think that at some point people wasn't knocking down Harry and Meghan's door to make money, and then they had to come up with a plan to go, to attack the royal family. But that was Meghan's plan anyway, because she needed a reason why she left. It wasn't that she didn't want to. This is what she wants us to believe. Meghan wants us to believe that she left the royal family because they threw her to the wolves. Meghan left the royal family so that she could live next door to Oprah, fly on Tyler Perry's plane, hang out with Ellen DeGeneres, and the rest of those people. But some of them don't want to be bothered with Meghan because they have figured out that this girl is dangerous and a liar. And she is. And it just blows my mind that some of them seems to just want to put it under the rug like it's okay for Meghan to do that. I was watching this one show today, and they were talking about Sierra and how they were trying to compare how Sierra's outfit was thrown on display, but white women that were wearing less than nothing wasn't on display. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think no matter who had wore that, it should have been talked about, and it will be talked about. But it just depends on how famous you are and who are really interested in knowing that, oh, what reason would she wear her butt out? Sierra. And she had to wear it because of her husband. I mean, it gets all into it. It's called TIG, GIF. But very interesting comments on there. I just thought it was a little bit too revealing. Leave something to the imagination. Does it take away anything about how I feel about Sierra's music, her personality? No. I just think that, oops, maybe she didn't, oh, maybe I shouldn't wear that kind of thing. But she did, and it's over. Let's go back to Meghan. I know I'm skipping around. This is a skippity-doo round. Honey, make sure the spaghetti's off. Thanks. And so let's get back into Meghan, because I also want to talk about something my subscribers brought up. Because, and I might not have the name correctly, but it was already written in the beginning, you know, that once Archie was going to be born, that he was going to be given a Duke of something, Duke of Dumbarton. And I could have that wrong. I do apologize. I know you don't have to put it in there. Someone has already said it, because I probably won't say this again. But she didn't want that. And the reason why she said she didn't want it in the Freedom book, Finding Freedom, is because she wanted her kids to live a normal life. She's lying. Again, there was nothing going to be normal about your life, Meghan. And you knew that. But since you wanted us to come up with a story why you didn't want the name because it didn't fit something that you wanted your son to have, you wanted something better. You thought it wasn't good enough. And so you had Obi Scobie write it in the book that you wanted your kids to be normal. But then you get on Oprah Winfrey show and tell her that according to you that the kids, Archie wasn't going to get titles because there was a problem. There was issues or several conversations around why would his skin color be an issue. You said it on Oprah, and then Oprah repeated it the next day. Okay, and I want to say something about Oprah in a minute. And so you can't tell us one story and then try to change it again. Let me tell you another story she tried to change. But before we go past that, then we found out from People magazine that she's decided to give her kids some fake to me titles. Because according to my subscribers, it doesn't have the HRH. So she doesn't get the benefits surrounding that name. So just because her kids are Princess and Prince, it doesn't hold water over here. It doesn't mean anything. And someone else said, we don't practice that. If she wanted her kids to be royalty, then she shouldn't have never left the kingdom. But since she's trying to make up her own, okay, let me do it, her own royal family in Montecito, that's not gonna work. No one's gonna bow to you, Meghan. No. No one's bowing to you. No one's calling you the Duchess of Sussex. Only your friends, Tyler Perry and Oprah them. And those other people that you tell to, those are only people that think that you are royalty. But you have made such a mockery of the word Sussex and who you were supposed to represent that we don't see you as a princess. We don't see you as a duchess. We see you as Meghan Markle, a menace to society, a menace to Great Britain, and a menace to over here to the United States, because you lied. Then she tells us that during her interview, the relationship interview, her and Harry, she duped him. She used Harry and she treated him like crap. And she's still treating him like crap. Because he had no idea that this woman, the enemy that he is now sleeping with, was going to attack his family and call them racist. And then go down the line and don't leave no one unturned. She even talks about William's daughter, Catherine's daughter, bridesmaid dresses and stuff. Like, who's the kid? Meghan's the kid. Meghan's crying and whining like a 2-year-old. And since she's kicked her dad out of her life and no longer listening to him, not that he probably could tell her to sit down anyway, because you can see Doria is not able to. And I said, is there anybody over there, anybody, Oprah, Tyler Perry, that's telling her this ain't the right road you should take? And then all of a sudden, Tyler Perry want to put her in her movie. Go ahead. Go ahead and sign her up. You know, I know I'm all over the place. Let me tell you about the interview. And then I want to tell you about one of my subscribers. I believe it was, no, it wasn't India. It was someone else. I think it was Debbie. But I'm not sure. But if I forget, remind me. I want to talk about, they want to know why Tyler Perry is doing the things he's doing. And I want to touch on that. But when she sat on TV and took over the interview, the relationship interview that her and Harry was supposed to do, totally different with Catherine and William. But when she's, honey, I'm not watching her. I'm not in there. So when she sits on the couch and starts having a conversation about how they met and stuff, she opens up lying. She tells us that William and Catherine and the entire family have been nothing but supportive and helpful and guiding and giving her and helping her out. And she's learning all this stuff. That's what she told us. That since she's been there a year and a half, because it sounds like they were dating for, I don't know. She said a year. She said, since I've been, with the family, they've been really supportive for about over a year. Now, that sounds weird to me that they would be connecting for a year when I thought that they only dated for 6 months. And then he popped the question. So I could be wrong. But with the timing. But I'm not wrong about what she said. Meghan tells us that they were supportive and helping and doing all of this. So why would Catherine and William help her a whole year and then all of a sudden stop? No, they didn't stop. They continue to try to help her fit in. Because if she don't fit in, then it makes them look bad. So why wouldn't I try to help my sister-in-law get as much as she needs? And if you notice, Catherine is always was with her in the beginning. She went to that stupid tennis match with Serena and her. She went to that. She supported you, Serena. While you patting Meghan on the back and and not calling her out for her nastiness. Because it's not okay. It's just not going to be okay, guys, that Meghan starts dishing out racism stuff. And then she tries to tie in Brexit and then this colonialism, trying to bring back stuff that happened decades ago that I'm sure the royal family is still paying for. But she thought it was a good idea to bring it up in her documentary to remind us who the family was from the beginning. And she also does that with Diana. She wants us to show how Diana was in duress from the press. And then you look at her and ain't nobody there. Trying to show parallels between her and Diana. And Diana is not you. You are not a Diana. You wish you could be that classy, that elegant, that meek, that humble. No, there's no humbleness there. South Park told us that it's empty, 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 empty. And Nina and Angela Livet told us again today. She said that was the most cringe-worthy part. It was a perfect part, but she likes to mention, and I'm skipping, she likes to mention how Harry comes to like, oh my God, this woman doesn't have a soul. But he hasn't, South Park. He hasn't realized that this woman had an agenda for him from the beginning. And he only is a pawn in her game because all she does is drag poor Harry along and try to see how she can pin stuff on him so we can start talking about Harry instead of her. This gentleman said today on this thing, lady C, beautiful. I listened to her today. And I don't know if he said it or she said it, but they said, if someone doesn't feel anything, then they're not going to know that they are changing or making a difference, or like she's just going through the motions of feeling like she's sorry for something. But no, she has no emotion. There's nothing there. That's what he was trying to tell us. That a narcissist doesn't think about anybody but themselves. She's going to use those kids for money, and she's going to suck. She is sucking Harry dry. Harry don't even look like Harry no more. Harry looks like he has been in a bad accident and that he don't know where he is anymore. Because this woman, and I know Oprah them see it. You can't tell me they're not going over there saying hello to Lilibet them and seeing Harry fake face. And I don't know who Harry's therapy is, but listen, get a new one. Maybe he needs something else. But that says a lot that people don't believe that she is even capable of being nice. That she's even capable of being a person that could even realize that there is a problem and that she is the problem. Because she's going to keep pushing this lie. Because she told us during the interview that Kate and William was helping her. And then all of a sudden she wants to let us know that that was rehearsed and fake. No, that wasn't rehearsed and fake, Meghan. You're rehearsed and fake. Because you took over the interview for you and Harry. Now, if Harry was doing most of the talking and during that interview, then I would think that she would be right. But all her lies, all her porcupines are just discredited. Because she sits on that interview couch and she does all the talking. She even interrupts Harry and tells him, no, Harry, I don't think we need to bring up the person that introduces their name because that would be, I don't think they would be happy about that. But then she wants to tell us something about Instagram and how he saw a funny face of her and then they met. Stop trying to change the story. And stop trying to make up one to fit to make you look like you didn't do none of this. The consequences behind her behavior Tyler Perry, and Oprah. The monarchy is surrounded by other, it's bigger than just Great Britain. Okay. And so I'm hearing, and I don't know the details, so I'm going to just say this skippily. And I know you guys are going to, have it in there. But some of the countries that are tied to the Commonwealth and tied to the monarchy are rethinking, do they want to be a part of this? Now, who put that thugness in their ear? His wife. That's a major consequence. And then you can just trickle on down. Look how she destroyed her own family. And look how she's trying to and not just each and every life. William, Kate, Camilla, Charles. She didn't leave anyone unturned. She wanted Charles to know, check this out. Let me show you how much power I got. And then she comes out, because check this out. She has Netflix, a major company, big, major company that is going to pay them hundreds of millions of dollars to talk. That's big. That's a big platform. That is a big deal. And then you got Tyler Perry backing it up. That's a big deal. And then you got these Bozies on there. I heard Bozie is a nasty person. I heard that he said some really nasty things to Sue Smith. And I was watching it. He couldn't handle the conversation. He took it too far. She told him about himself in a very nice, roundabout way. He couldn't handle it. And he took it too far. Almost harassment like. Okay, that was a keynote. Moving on. But that's who we're talking about. I also want to talk about something else. Let's move on. Oprah came out and said, oh, I don't know if they're coming or not. They haven't told me, or I haven't talked to them. Either she's trying to really distance herself and say, listen, I don't talk to them no more, or I haven't talked to them. Either way, I'm sure it's heard through the grapevine. Like, what's going on with Oprah, the best friend, the one that set the stage for it all? They dedicated that book to Oprah. Her name is in there. But she don't know. Is she distancing? Removing? And I know I talked about this yesterday. She's not an influencer. She can't tell me nothing that I would want to hear, go do, or figure out. Maybe at one time, but not like this. No. What I think Americans are frowning upon, you lying, you going after a family that did nothing to you but helped you, and you did it for your own selfish reasons. And nobody was going to benefit any of this but you, Meghan. You were going to benefit the kids having a title. You're going to benefit having a crown on when you get to coronation. You're going to benefit all of this stupid stuff that you have done and created. It all benefits you. Spotify, the award, everything. It all ends up in that one person's what's next on your list that she's going to do, because she's got the list. Trust me, she's going down the line. She's got her little Sussex squads and Obi Scobie hanging on by a thread. I heard that the Queen appointed you to help her, and then you just go over to her camp and that's it. Like, how rude of you to treat the Queen like that after she gave you the job. And what do you think is going to happen to you when Meghan is done with you? What do you think? She's kicked her friends to the curb. She's kicked Harry's friends to the curb. Her families to the curb. They don't serve a purpose anymore. And so now it's always been about what Meghan can get and how she can get it and how she's going to go about getting it. And it doesn't matter who she hurts. Who she hurts. Because the damage that Meghan has done has hurt a lot of people. A lot of people. But nobody thought about that, Oprah, because we wanted the exclusive. We wanted a bombshell. We wanted the story. Because I've never heard of no journalist not asking any questions to challenge or figure out, okay, is this, none of that. They said, why is one of my subscribers, and then I'm going to hang up. One of my subscribers said, why is Tyler Perry upset? You know, why? Why is he thinking this way about the Queen, about UK, and about that? Tyler Perry, I would have to say that the people think that you believe that they're racist. That's what they believe. And so what I'm hearing is, why would he do that? Knowing that he doesn't know anything. This is what she said. She said he just told her that he's not, if he's got to go over there, he's not going. Like he believed the tea, that the family was racist. And now you're going to put her in a play? So I guess let's pat her on the back for being, good job, Meghan, for doing what you're doing. Now we're going to reward you with putting you in a story. And that Tig is going to, this is what will happen. She will get a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic. Is anybody really going to be listening to that? No. It's just they're going to go on there, they're going to dissect and see what stupid things she's doing. I'm not giving it to her. I'm not clicking follow. I'm not clicking nothing on there. Because I'm not going to support nasty. Not supporting nasty. That's supporting it. Buying his book. Listening to that therapy session. I just think that for some odd reason that I don't really think that their popularity being small really matters. It can't. I don't think that South Park attacking them, they really care. They wanted to sue, but they didn't. No, I don't know why Tyler Perry is do what he's doing. I have one more thing else to say, and I had it written down. You guys, it's just, I probably won't post this right away. And I probably won't even post it at all because I'm going to read it and just make sure I'm not repeating myself, because I will never get away from the fact that this woman is doing what she's doing. I won't. And let's say, for argument's sake, that the kingdom knows who's coming and who's not coming. You would hope that if I'm inviting you to something, that you would let me know if I'm going or not. It's interesting to know if they are or if they're not. But I think the biggest news is, to me, is that Harry really needs to support his dad. And I think she needs to go because she needs to support him. Because regardless of what the nasty that she's did, she needs to make some of this not about her and make it about other people. Because the word is that everything, and I see it and you hear it, and then you even see the little memes of her doing it, pushing Harry out the way. Move. No, I'm in front. Move. Like literally guiding him and telling him what to do. I'm in the front. Let's go. Move to the side. That's where you started messing up, Harry, allowing her to do stupid. But I just don't believe Harry was in on this whole full-blown blackmail his family. He gets on TV. I heard a clip. And he says, this is the only way that we are able to resolve our issues is by me writing a book spare and all this doc stuff and me doing this interview with you. Meghan told him that. Meghan told Harry, this is how we're going to do it openly and do it. He tells us she opened his eyes and shown him the way. He said, I didn't even know any of this stuff existed. Like, I didn't even know. He even laughs about it. Like, I didn't even know what racism was until, I had been to Africa. I've been all these places. But I really didn't really know until who? Until Meghan? Until her and her friends set you down and explained to you what racism is. And that's racism. The titles that you ended up getting. Now, that's racism. And here's the kicker. And what I heard today on one of these shows. What people are sick of and just, ugh, is that the gimme, I won't. And never taking responsibility that any of this could have been prevented if you had did something different, Meghan. No, but you like to showcase us, tell us how in detail and blame on how it was never your fault to leave. It was Harry's decision because we needed to leave. He came out and made a whole statement on your behalf to tell us that it wasn't Meghan. It was you. Mexit. You earned that name. That's your name. Mexit. You flew him from his safety net, knowing that you were marrying into an institution. Then she tells us she didn't want to just exist. Did you know that when you walked down the aisle? Or did you not know that then? That you thought that you were just going to be existing? That is an insult. And if Harry ain't picking up on any of this, here you go, Harry. She insulted you when she told you that your life was just existing. What she was trying to say is that she didn't want to exist over here in your world. She wants you to exist over here in her Montecito, Hollywood, $14.5 million mansion instead of that little cottage, that little hole you were sleeping in when Oprah went to visit you and she said, wouldn't nobody believe he live in this? And you still her friend? Oh, okay. Because I would have called her up and said, why would you do that? Why would you snob his... I got a video on that. I'm finna hang up. I promise. Sorry, I'm keeping going on. But this is who we're talking about. This is who we're talking about. And it just sometimes... you start thinking because you hear it and you're just like, this ain't no real person. No real person would do the damage, the destruction, the evil. Even if, listen, check this out and I'm gone. The things that Meghan is accusing the royal family of doing. And she had to come up with a doozy, the racism one. But I'm going to put that to the side because there wasn't any. Because according to Harry, no one said his family was racist. So, and he's yet to come out with a statement and give back that award. But let's take the racism out and the suicidal. Because I don't believe it. And let's leave in the rest of the stuff. Nothing. The royal family did nothing to her to make her run over here to a new place. She's never been in Montecito before. That's a new territory. She's never been in Montecito. Like the tabloid said, straight near Compton, 30 minutes from Compton, which is not a bad area. But here go Harry. He wanted us to know that it was 30 minutes from Compton. Like that was some big news. That's down the street. My mom is 30 minutes away. You still live over there. Stop trying to distance yourself from where you come from. Because that's what people like. It's the norm. Not this made up. I was in college one day and I had to go through a window. Oh, I remember that. Yes, on Ellen. Yeah, I was at a studio. Come on. Your mama wasn't around. You don't talk about that, do she? No. She ain't talking about that. And I heard she used to be nice to her dad when she did have the TIG. I don't know. I wasn't on there. This is just a fake person. A fake person. And I don't know if I can say, babe, did you get the food? I wouldn't say that, I forgot what I was going to say. But that she failed. She never tried. She was going through the motions. She didn't even want to be at places. Because one place she said, listen, I'm ready to go. She told me, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave. I said, dang, you can just leave when you get ready to? Like someone said, she feels entitled. She felt like they were at her beck and call. She felt like they should have been privileged to have her in the camp. Like Meghan has gotten too big for herself. And as you continue this swells, President, Queen of Montecito. No, Meghan's goal is to be a billionaire and to have power. She's not done. This is just a small setback. She's going to figure it out because her hands is in everything. Book. She done wrote a book. She done narrated. Spotify. Now she's doing reality shows. Now she's finna do she's finna do a memoir. Now she's finna do TIG. You just into everything. You into everything. But you just married your royal prince. And supposed to be serving the monarchy. I thought you guys were going to be half in and half out. No, you're running over here complaining about cottages that you're not even staying in. They evicted us. It just, like, that's that entitlement. That's that entitlement that, do you see how that, the entitlement of it all.